Okay everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Huda Hanura and I'm from Literary Appreciation Class A. Today I will tell you a story entitled Bruce and the Spider. It is written by James Baldwin. So the story tells us about a journey from the King of Scotland named Robert Bruce. He was a brave and also wise leader. Since that time, life was very rude and wild. He was involved at some war, and when he was at war with the King of England, he led a great of army group into Scotland, but he had to escape. There are 5 battles that he has won, but at the sixth war, he and his men almost got beaten by his foes. His army was scattered away and he had to escape into the woods in a lonely place among the mountains. One rainy day, when he was laying down on the ground, he was listening to the water drops from the pouring rain. He was disappointed and he considered that he wants to give up, and he thought that there is no use or there is nothing he can do. But when he was laying down and thinking, he watched a spider. He saw a spider on the tree, and the spider wants to weave a web to make its nest. And Bruce watched it carefully that the spider began to weave a web, but there are 6 times that the spider failed or she can't to make she can't make a web for its nest. And Bruce said that, oh, a poor thing, you know, what does it feel to be failed? But the spider didn't lose hope. With still more care and some attempts, the spider finally could weave a web at the 7 attempts. After watching that, Bruce realized that he also has a same problem, that he had been failure at the 6th time, but he thought that I can win at the 7 attempts too. And Bruce finally woke up and come back to his group, and he encouraged all of the army, and he told that he has some plans to do to go back in the war, and he wants to get back to the war and also his group. And when the battle was began, he and the King of England was glad to go back in their motherland or their country. And after reading this story, of course, we can get some moral values from the story. The first is we cannot giving up or surrender easily. If we believe that we can do it. And the second also, we cannot underestimate even tiny or unimportant things. We can learn from it that Bruce already got some motivation and got some moral values from the spider, that if We, if we try and trying again, we cannot achieve what we want to. Like the spider, she was failed. She was failed 6 times, but she tried again, and when it came into the seventh attempt, she finally made it. She could weave a web so she can stay on its nest. So I think that's all from me. I'm sorry if there were some mistakes from pronunciation or anything else. Wabillahi taufik wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.